Nella ciencia. Locals. Hold on, let me put my background music on, dude. Hold on a second. Oh my God, dude. It is so much, damn it, that's not what I meant to do. Hold on. It is, let me tell y'all something. There's so much tea being sent out, man, and disclosed, and oh my God. It's raining. Okay, hold on. Let me tell y'all something. I just, hold on, I'm a talking code. I just found out today that someone leaked their DMs to someone else, and the person they leaked it to everybody. And I'm just like, I'm saying to myself, holy smokes, dude. That is right there. But I guess I should be thankful that I just found out that none of my stuff was leaked. So at least we have some small victories here. I'm sorry, you hear me being distracted because I'm uploading locals right now. Here we go. Okay. All right. And as soon as I do that, I'm about to, okay, it's done. Now, where is the YouTube chat? I got all the chats set up except for YouTube chat. So let me get that. Oh, damn. Did I close that out? No. Did I do that to you, the YouTube chat? Oh, I never opened you up in the first place. Hold on a second. Let me open you guys up. All right. There you go. So, what Josie doing here so early? Hold on. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, I got everybody here. All right, got my chat to the lower right, got YouTube chat to my right, and I got Kick chat to my left, and I got Twitch chat behind me. Hey, Judgment Foe. What is this? I'm just gonna say Judgment Foe. So there's that. All right. So guys, I'm gonna come up with a new setup. I'm gonna come up with a new setup, but it's so okay. I was told, like, because of my height, I can like zoom in on myself, right? A young lady that when I was on a Simpcast, I liked the way that Kinu has her camera set up, and I'm thinking to myself, geez, I wish I can get it done like that. And then a young lady said, well, you can probably have yours. I said, I'm too tall to get that angle. And the young lady said something about zooming. And I thought it was a good idea until I actually put it into practice, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I would have to move. First of all, I could never zoom in because the camera's too close as it is for the type of angle I want. And it's just, I don't know. The camera would have to be so far back. Let me show you what I'm talking about. The camera would, hold on. Where we at? Okay. Let me show you what I'm talking about. What is that? Chrissy Mayer. Chrissy. Okay. So she has me in a picture of one of her things here. Where is it? Right here.
Keanu.
I don't know why she picked this picture. Hold on. Did you see this? What video did this come from? Where? I don't even know what video this came from. Hold on. What video did this come from? A part of me, let me tell you something. Because there's so many pictures of me with my Malcolm X glasses, I'm thinking maybe I should keep these, because there's no updated pictures of me out there without my glasses on, right? And I'm thinking to myself, maybe I shouldn't take any. I kind of like that. And let me tell you, hold on, let me explain to you why I don't mind these type of pictures being seen of me, right? Because it doesn't look like me in person. So I'm okay when people keep showing these pictures of me with my glasses on. I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm not I'm not even like telling them to like switch it up. I started sending pictures of me without my glasses, but people don't like using them. So I'm like, okay, well, shoot. Send it. What's up, Lily? All right then fine. Let me then show my picture without me here. Anyway,
but it's many aspects of this have
where
been
we at?
public. I mean, there's.
Out
I'm
it,
a
yeah.
little behind.
Oh God.
It appears
Wait, what? Where is
that
okay, here we go.
Rita Law was
or what have you.
All right. I would love to have this angle. The reason why is, heifer, I'm fine right now. Okay, I'm fine. But I'm sitting here saying, oh, I don't want to do all this extra stuff in the background. I just don't want to do that. I would like to have something simple and plain like Courtney. But I don't know. So I like the way Chrissy's lighting is. So I kind of want this type of lighting, but with this type of angle. But then again, I'm thinking like, if I can't get this type of angle, maybe I should get this type of angle. I don't know. I have to change, and I don't know how to change. I really don't. I want this type of lighting though, but I'm trying to, and I know it works because Leon has this type of what is Leon's YouTube channel called? Leon. What is Leon? Am I spelling it right? Leon. No. Chat, help me. What is Leon's channel name? If you are tall, you need a camera that has a wide view or fish. Fish eye maybe. One Leon. Only know one Leon, and it's Leon Lush. Is it Leon Lush? Leon Lush? No, not him. Okay, he's black. Where's the black Leon? He used to come in my chat a lot. Hold on, let me finish something. Josie saying something intelligent for the first time in her life. If you are tall, you need a camera that has a wide view or fisheye, and you use the crop filter in OBS. Ruined Leon. Thank you, JoJo. Ruined Leon. Yes. See, I love me and Leon has the same complexion, right? We have the same complexion. Hold on. There we go. This is it. We have the that's such an unfortunate. We have the same complexion. I want this. I don't want no more bright lights on me no more. Okay? I want this type of lighting. But I think it's the camera too. And you see how the background is so simple? It's like I don't want to do nothing extra to no background. But you see how he got that and is this a DLR or something? Is that why the camera, like, I don't know. I'm sorry. Let me go back to what Josie's saying. If you are tall and you need a camera that has a wide view or fisheye, and you use the crop filter at OBS, you might be right about that fisheye, but that's going to distort. That's going to distort my image, though, isn't it? You can get a old GoPro for pretty cheap and get one Elgato key light. You should be able to achieve. Yeah, but isn't the fisheye going to distort my image? That's the thing, Josie. I don't know if it's going. I don't want a fisheye. It's gonna distort my image. Oh, I'm gonna send him an email. I'm gonna send him. I love this lighting. I'm gonna send him a message like, "Hey baby, hey buddy, hey brother from another mother. Can you share your lighting secrets from a one chocolate person to another? No, it won't distort your image if you're in the middle." Okay. A GoPro for streaming, Josie? I don't think GoPros stream. I don't think you can use that as a streaming. Like you could use it as a webcam. Yeah? I don't think you use GoPros as a webcam, right? Yes, GoPros do stream? Yes, I'm using. Oh, what? GoPros, you can. What? I'm coming in late. Are you asking about lighting? Yeah, I'm asking about both lighting and I'm asking about both lighting and camera position. I don't want my setup no more. I don't want no more green screens. I just want like this kind of lighting right here that he has. Cause me and Leon we have the same complexion. And I just love the way the camera hits on him. I like this. I mean, he does change his background a lot though. Yeah, see like this?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah. I want this, but I want it on the left side of my face, which he has. Actually, he has it exactly how I want it. I wonder would that look good on females though, to have it on. Well, yeah, because it looked good on Chrissy. I wonder is there a black woman? Although, like I said, Leon is black like me. Black like me. He's black like me. And no, this is not a ring light. I have a ring light. This is not a ring light. I don't know what this is. This is because it's on one side. Ring light gets your entire 360. I have several ring lights. But she said a GoPro. Let's see. How do you use a Go? Oh, is that? You're sure this? Hold on. I don't know if I can believe you guys. You're saying this? Wait, Wi-Fi? Is that the way? Is that how? Wait. The only way this camera works is through Wi-Fi. I don't want no damn Wi-Fi. It has to be USB. So, okay, GoPro don't work then. I don't want no Wi-Fi camera. I hate Wi-Fi anything. I don't like Wi-Fi computers. I don't like Wi-Fi mouses. I don't like Wi-Fi headphones. Everything got to be corded. I don't do no Wi-Fi nothing. I don't even do Wi-Fi printers. No, Tree. Those are knockoffs. Well, where's the knock-ons then, Josie? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Josie, you think $200 is cheap? Mini skirt on, but my body's in glitter. Platforms, sneakers. Hold on. I'm not spending no $200 on no webcam. You can set it up through USB. I do it. Hold on, I'll send you my setup. No, Tree. You can buy a used GoPro for under 50 bucks. Can you not hear her condescending as she typed? Can you not hear her voice when she types that to me? I should be insulted, but like her voice got deeper and she got a little condescending when she typed that. I used my old GoPro Hero 4. Hold on. How you gonna send it to me? If it makes you feel better, GoPros are $500. That doesn't make me feel better. Didn't I tell you I'm Jewish? What part of y'all did y'all miss? Did y'all miss I'm Jewish? God damn, what the hell? Mini skirt on. Goodwill. It's a Goodwill app. Wait a minute. I thought that was the rooftop Korean. Wait a minute. There's a Goodwill app. Hey, Ro. Wait, are you clowning me? Is there really a Goodwill app? Hold on. Why don't we just do this? Webcams with fish eye lens. Holy mackerel. $44. Wow. And you was about to get me to spend $400 on a damn GoPro? Yeah, I'm not. Hold on. Josie, what's the cheapest I can get one for then? What's the cheapest then? What's the cheapest I can get one for? I'm gonna let you know right now. Y'all going okay. Tell me the type I can buy and I'll just do a fundraiser for it. Cause that ain't coming out my money. That's what I'll do. I'll fundraise it. Damn it. I don't know about her. What she talking about? Oh, this music. Oh, Lord. Ouch. All right. Okay. You took it out. All right. Took out the lens. Uh-huh. That's it. Yeah. Okay. And then you hook that in there. Okay. Got it. Then you put it in there. Uh-huh. Then you got that. Yeah. Got it. Uh-huh. Then you adjust the pixels and frame rate. Uh-huh. Got it. Got it. Uh-huh. Yeah. And then you select the device. Okay. Ew. Oh, I don't want that. Ugh. That looks doo-doo. Josie, Josie, I don't know if you put links in YouTube, but you can't put links in the YouTube. You would have to donate the link. You would have to use Stream LMS to donate the link, or you would have to go to treeoflogic.com and join my chat to put a link. But links, if you are putting links in the YouTube chat, they will never show up. So those are the two options of sending me links. You have to go to treeoflogic.com and then join and it's free. It's not you don't have to pay to come into the chat. But that's the only way you can give me links Otherwise, you have to donate a link. You had to donate through Stream Elements and put a link in the donation. I found a picture of a fisheye lens being used. It's not going to look good for you. Yeah, you guys, if you guys don't send me no links, I can't tell. And like I said, those are the 2 places you can send me links. So y'all would have to come to my website to send me a link. Otherwise, I don't see it. So Sandurman! Sandurman is over there on Twitch. Where you been? Oh, at least you keeping judgmentful some company. He be over there by himself all of a sudden. I sent you a link in Discord. I'm not on Discord. I guess I'll see it whenever I get on Discord. You sent what? Wait a minute. She sent it. You sent it through what, Josie? Did you send it through a donation? Hold on. Or did you didn't want to come to my website? Hold on. Okay, here we go. Mini skirt on, but my body's in glitter. Pop, pop, fun. Sneakers. Up there it go. Why did it go through?
Hey, where are the white women at?
Just started listening a half hour ago. Been on the treadmill trying to get my steps before midnight.
Hey,
Thanks for remembering me.
That wasn't it. I'm sorry. My bad, Joe. Oh, contacts from your website. Guys, I kind of want to solve the problem right now. Why are Muggs is sending me stuff on Discord? You're sending me stuff through email. 2 things I can't look at while I'm online, but yet still neither one of y'all want to go to my website and give it to me now. I kind of want to rush because I want you guys to understand I got a life. When I get off of this thing, I'm going to the gym. Okay? I kind of want to do this. I want to multitask. Fisheye looks like one of those Buster Rhymes videos. Facts, Tina, facts. So you know what? I don't want to do the fisheye now. Okay? Because y'all not showing me why that's possible. So back to square one. Hold on. Let me see something. Let me just see. Let's see. What type of camera set? You know what? Let's do it on YouTube. Webcam setup for tall people. Dude, it's such a non-problem. It's such a non-problem that there isn't anybody that Hold on, let me see if there's a discrimination here. Hold on, let me see. It's probably such a non-problem. Okay. I thought that was discriminating. Hold on a second. Let me go to Google for a second. How can I set my web cam up for tall streamers? To set a webcam up for tall streamers, the key is to position it significantly higher than eye level using a dedicated webcam mount or tripod, ensuring the camera is aimed slightly downward to capture their face without distorting features and allowing for adjustments based on their standing height and desired framing. Elevated mounting, usually sturdy tripod and camera mount that can be raised significantly above eye level, potentially requiring a longer arm or stand depending on the streamer's height. Slight downward angle, camera placement, position the camera directly in front of the streamer, centered on their face. Experiment with framing. Consider how much of the body you want to include in the frame and adjust the camera height accordingly. Alternative of options, shelf or stack of books. I got a tripod. What the hell? Dedicated webcam with tilt function. Choose a webcam that has a built-in all of them have that. Room lighting. I'm going to call Leon. Backup setup. Don't care about that. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm getting a little help now. Getting a little help. You sound like a stewardess. You know what? Let's go to Twitch and look at the... Let's go to Twitch. And should we do just chatting? See, this is what makes Kai is so short, right? And he got the camera way up here. All right? But then again, he's in this big old room. So, yeah, not interested in that, though. Are there anybody black? How do you do the black stuff? There's too much light right here. What's with all these daggone, what do you call these? What do you call these tubers where there's a person? What do you call these people? What do you call this? Where you have a, this is called, what do you call these people that's behind here? They have some animated thing. That's cool. What do you call these people? VTubers. Why is VTubers a thing now? You men will fall in love with anything, right? Look at this. It's just... I don't get it. I don't... See, this is cozy. This is cozy. Right? No, oh my God, please spare me. No, do I have to do the commercial? I thought there was an apocalypse going on with this place. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Hold on. Wait. We could do this right here.
Kurze Frage, darf ich hier das Wort Penis, achso, sorry, ich habe es jetzt auch schon ausgesprochen. Darf ich hier Penis in den Mund nehmen?
She's a German woman. What's going on with her makeup? There's a whole bunch of lights around. I can see. I like this lighting too, but she got lighting everywhere above her. I can tell she got lighting above her and behind the camera. But I do like the way I do like how she's positioned. And then she got a little chat right here. Okay, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, actually. To be positioned here. Oh, this is such a good idea. Putting a little plastic plant to hide the ugliness of the arm. Oh, I like that. See what happens when you look at other people's stuff? Oh, wait. You can't see it? Oh, gosh. My bad. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Look at her camera. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. I gotta remove the chat. Look at her camera. You see the camera? Look at this. Look at all the look at all the little plastic vine. Isn't that a neat idea? You probably need a DSLR to achieve that lighting. I agree. Finally, Josie said something I agree with, ladies and gentlemen. The world is healing. Yeah. She is using DSLR. I really like this idea. I'm going to take this idea. This is corny, putting a whole bunch of glitter at the bottom of a daggone Shure mic, but go off, queen. Okay. But the rest of her setup, it looks stupid. Okay, I don't like that at all. Hello, nurse! Okay, hold on. Where else? Oh, here's a black woman. But her light is too, oh, this is so ghetto. It's always them, isn't it? It's always like, look, every time. Can we have a non-stereotypical black person? Girl, get off of my screen. Oh. They're going like 10,000 worth of tennis shoes behind her. Minimum $10,000 worth of shoes behind her. That was just that depressed me. I'm sorry. I'm very depressed now. Let's see where we go. Oh, here's another black woman. Hold on.
Bill Gates made a mosquito that turned all the other mosquitoes gay.
Wow, not completely black. She got 1/3 black in her. My bad. Okay. Okay, let's see. Hold on though. I'm just trying to find one more person. Hold on, let's just go through the browsing. Let's go back to the browsing again. We can narrow it down, can't we, to race, can't we? We can do hold on. We can do tags, right? What do they say? Black? Black? No? What do they say? African Americans? African. How do you do the tags? Okay, I'm doing it wrong. My bad. I'm doing it wrong. Hold on a second. Oh, okay. Okay, I got it. Okay, black streamer. All right, the only one doing anything is this guy. His thing is too dark. His thing is too his thing is too dark. Boom, headshot. Oh, I cracked myself up. Hold on, we about to get into today's content. Oh, what they're doing? Oh, the guy.
Hi, man.
Hold on.
We got 20 days left in this summer.
Where he go? Oh my God, I just saw him right here.
Together. That's what crossing. I'm not even joking. So like, here's the story. Only women can pilot these Gundams. So you have like only women are the soldiers, and guys they just kind of not really looked at. But the girls like each other, and they got a heavy on for each other because they work together in these shit.
Okay, too close up. Never mind. I don't want the camera this close up to me. Too much lighting, but it looks so good in the other thing. Never mind. I thought it was a good one. Okay. Too much light. Too much light. Too much light. Too much light. This is definitely a DSLR, right? Isn't it, Josie? With her having the background like blurry like that. She's playing Among Us. So that's what it looked like. BX Licia. Okay. All right. Okay. That's enough of that. Let's get into the. I'm just going to contact my brother from another mother, Leon, in reference to the lighting. And then we'll go from there. I got plenty of time. Kev won $5. Hey, tree, flowers. It's my hold on. Oh, no wonder I'm not even on my channel. I'm like, what the hell? Why aren't I getting any notifications about my super chats? Like, what's going on? So I'll contact Leon and see about the lighting, and then I just have to play with the camera. I would have to give me another. Yeah, I would have to spend money on that, or I can get you guys to get me a DSLR. I see you're watching Leon. I love Leon. With his old smooth skin, with he be using cocoa and shea butter with. Nikia, what is this? Navito Broadcast or Camo? Oh, that's what she using. Okay, that's what she using. Okay, let's see. The best DSLR camera for 2022. I hate that. Don't you hate that? You say 2022 and they put 2024. So that's what we got to go to YouTube, chat. We got to go to YouTube. We got to go to YouTube. Okay. The best DSLR. Should I put streaming? Should I put streaming? Best budget camera for live streaming.
What if I told you that the camera that you're seeing me through right now is a mirrorless camera that you can get for less than some expensive webcams? Yeah.
A Sony A5000. A Sony 16 millimeter. Hold on.
Cameras as a streaming camera has always been cost. Like I said, some Sony A5100s in the secondhand market go for $400 or more, and you still need a lens. That's a crazy premium over the cost of a webcam. My solution puts that total cost to something that's far more manageable. Premium webcams can still cost around $200 or more. Webcams like the AverMedia PW513 4K and the Logitech Brio 4K. Lesser known webcams like the Ankerwork B600 4K goes for around $220 on Amazon, and there's even another webcam that's like a 4K from Tongveo or something like that. That's for $299. This is where the A5000 shines. They can regularly be found online and through OfferUp for around $200 or less, and if you're lucky, maybe even with a kit lens like I found. So putting it together, my A5000 for $130, the Sony 16mm f2.8 lens for about $100, and a cheap $15 capture card comes out to $245 grand total.
What a bargain! Is he Jewish? See, that's my kind of stuff. Like, this is what I'm talking about. I want to spend money like this. You know what I mean? I just got to do some. I want to do some research. See, Sony, you need a. I had problems with my TTS yesterday, and 2 days ago too. It's annoying. Sony A4C. You know what, Josie? I don't know if you just, I don't know if you trolling me or you try to get me back for clowning you all this time. Okay, but I'm gonna start ignoring your ass. That's what I'm gonna start doing. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I think you're trying to get your comeback or something. That's what I think you're trying to do. Cause you know it'd be inappropriate for me to cuss your ass out right now. Although I could do it. Anyway. I don't want to hear anything from no woman. Squaffing time, lady, squaffing time. What's up, girl? How you doing? Where you been, girl? This is something to look into. I can do that. All right, guys, let's get into the content. Cause spend all that time trying to research a camera. So we understand what I can't use is a fish lens. What I don't need, and what I need is a DSLR, but I need one that's pretty reasonable. Like this A5000 with kit lens. That's what I need. So we're gonna do that. All right. I'm gonna do my research. It looks like I got to get the camera first, and then I will figure out the position. Where have I been getting to bed on time? What, girl? What you talk about? You should go to bed at 1 o'clock like the rest of us. You asked what was the best. The best is A7. I'm not spending no grand on there, heifer. I'm not spending no grand. Shoot. Anyway. Let's go to today's thing right here. We were supposed to watch this yesterday, but we never did get a chance to watch it. And so many of you all were telling me positive things about this YouTuber, and I've never heard of him before. You know what I'm saying? I never heard of him before, but seemed like all of you have. So it's called John Deloney. Oh boy, what an unfortunate last name. Anyway, it's called the Dr. John Deloney Show. And he seems to be very popular with a lot of people. So I'm looking at some of the titles he has already to the side. And it's pretty interesting. So let's look at this one here. Hold on. Now, when I hear something like this, I immediately think the wife was a doormat, and this woman that he cheated on her with, she's like a boss bitch, right? Because I want you to understand, because I got to show you guys how I think, so you're not surprised when I get mad at y'all for acting like sheep, right? So the woman, like, he blindsided her. Let's just unpack all of this. He had a wife. He blindsided her by cheating on her and saying, I don't want to be with you anymore. I want a divorce. Moves out. Moves in with a woman who has a child. Here we go again with these women with kids. Who has a child. Okay? And he knows that the father is somewhat in the child's life and says, that's okay, I'm going to help you raise your child. Darnell, $2. Don't make fun of Dr. Delaney. I met him in tech. Who said I'm making fun of Dr. Delaney? Put the crack rock down. Okay? Okay? Nigga. Yeah. Anyway. I hate when you stupid people come in my daggone chat, Johnny come latelys, and then you start popping up. Well, at least you popped off with some money. $2 is a little like cheap, but okay. Well, I told y'all about coming up in my damn chat late and wrong. I hate that. I hate that a lot. And I'll clown you till the cows come home to make sure you don't do that again. A lot of y'all come in my what's my rule? My rule is when you come into my chat late, you need to shut the F up. Sit down, eat your Cheerios, and wait till you catch up with the rest of the damn class. Damn it. I'm like, what the hell you talking about? Anyway, as I was saying. So he cheated on his wife, moved out of his wife's home, moved in with this other hussy, okay? And then knowing that this woman has a child by another man. So that lets me know that the woman that he cheated on, she knows the game. That's how I look at stuff like this. I think that the woman that he left her for, okay, you know, the wife, she was the doormat, baby. She didn't know how to, she was like, oh my God. But anyway.
He's a good dad. He's there. But it's.
Hold on. Let's go back. I'm sorry. Let's rewind. He raised a child like he raising his son like his own. And the father, sorry.
And I raised this child like my own. And the father was in the picture. He's a good dad. He's there.
Now, here's the thing. If the father is in the child's life, you don't need to be raising him as your own. He has a daddy. Oh my God. God. This woman is so awesome. I swear. She got herself a dumbass man who doesn't. I mean, he just admitted that the boy's father is a good father. But you're going to raise him as. You can't do that. He has a daddy that's a good daddy. The only time you can raise him as your own is if he doesn't have a good daddy. If his daddy is not in his life and his daddy is not a good daddy, then you can raise him as your own. So you can't raise him as your own. Yes, he got a good daddy. You even say his daddy is good. Listen, I want you to understand. This man says his dad is good and his dad is in the picture. So you can't raise him as your own. Oh my God.
For child.
Oh, I love this scenario. I love this scenario. Oh my God. Oh, this is so great. So this man left his wife just blind. By the way, we're using his words. Okay? We're using his words. He said, I blindsided my wife by leaving her for another woman. I moved in with this woman who has a son, and the son's dad is great, and the son's dad is constantly in his life, but I raised the boy as my own. Guess what? The son's daddy done moved into the house with us, and so now it's me, the girlfriend I left my wife for, her baby daddy, all living in the house. Dude, this is, oh my God. If you don't think she ain't getting boinked by the baby's father, you're an idiot. And do you see why I said what I said yesterday when we were looking at Sister Doctor's tweet? Ladies, I'm talking to the ladies here. Do you not know why I said that polygamy, polyandry with women is more successful than men? Do you not understand that I said that women can pull this game better than men? Okay? And here it is. This man is believing that this woman is not boinking the daddy. First of all, why is he living with all of y'all anyway? Did anybody ask that? Okay. Darnell, damn, I thought black folks had problems. Oh, everybody got problems. Holy smokes, this is just nasty and messy. Like, why would you think that? Why would you think that he's not getting himself a piece? This woman had a baby bomb. So
just being a moron.
Why'd you leave your wife?
She said, she wasn't sure she was really a believer anymore.
Okay.
And she said she was. Then she wasn't really sure if she wanted to have kids anymore.
Okay.
Wait. Y'all was married for 7 years. She wasn't interested in having kids. Well, she told you she was interested in having kids, but in the 7th year, she says, you know what? I just realized I don't want to have no kids. Champ, what does that sound like to you? Let me tell you what it sounds like to me. Okay. It sounded like whole girl was just never wanted kids, but she wanted the husband. This whole believer sounds like religious stuff. And it sounds like that she just lied. It sounded like she was like, I don't want to have no kids. No, sorry. She knew she didn't want to have no kids, but she said, I would love to have kids. Then she was like, 7 years later, psych, I don't want to have no kids. And by the way, I'm not a believer. I'm an atheist. But you can go ahead and leave me. Oh my God. Okay, here we go.
But I mean, that's what I told myself.
Hold on. This is good.
She said she was. That she wasn't really sure if she wanted to have kids anymore.
Okay.
But
Oh, that's a good one, Dandy. Okay, that's a good one. It says that, or I think he thought he could change her mind down the road. Yep, he could have done that too. Because I see a lot of, I've had men in my life, I tell them straight up, dude, I'm an atheist. I'm an agnostic. I don't believe in any of that. That's because you had nobody teach you the Lord. You had nobody teach you what the Bible really meant. I'm like, okay, I'm just letting you know this ain't going to work. Because it ain't going to work for me. Okay.
I mean, that's what I told myself at the time, but it was really, you know, I didn't feel like I mattered. And she was locked in. Oh, sorry.
You're all right, man. You're all right. Just take a breath. Talk directly into your phone for me. I want to make sure we get all this.
She was, you know, locked in. She had it together. We had a good life. I just didn't feel like I mattered. It didn't matter if it was there or not. I knew she had it. She said.
She had what? Ask questions, John.
1,000 times smarter than me, by the way. Obviously.
Hold on. What? I'm so confused now. He keeps talking in code.
So you got dumped.
Wait a minute. You just said she wasn't boinking him. You just said she wasn't boinking him. What the hell? Look. Before I told you, I didn't see this part. I didn't see most of this. I was only in the 2-minute mark and I stopped. Wait a minute. Did he not defend and say, oh, no, those two aren't together. Those two aren't together. Like, they're not together. You know, like, it's not like that. He lost his job. He was in debt and he needs to stay over there to save money and be around his child. Like, oh my God!
I got dumped, and you know, in a split second, I lost everything I had, and was blindsided. And obviously, there's some kind of
it's called karma, honey.
Boom, headshot.
You blindsided your wife, and now your side piece that you blindsided her with blindsided you. How does it feel? How does it feel? What? Oh no! Oh my God, women are so nice, dude. Women are so nice. They're so nice. I'm sorry though. This is why you lose. Hold on. This is why I keep talking about you nice women. You always taking nails. You always taking nails. You're always losing. You always got these po me. Look at what happened to me. I mean, no. It ain't no. Nice. It ain't stupid because nice women are stupid. Okay, I listen. I don't separate the two. I still put it in. When I call you nice, I'm kind of calling you stupid too. I don't separate the two. Okay. When I see you call somebody a bitch, I say they smart. Okay. Cause this whole thing of being nice, it gets women hemmed up. It gets women taken advantage of. Okay? It gets women like straight up on the loser seat because they weren't smart enough to stand their ground. I'm like, what in the world? So I just want you to understand, she is stupid. And that's why she's nice. Let's just recap this. He cheated on his wife of 7 years. He said he cheated on her because she's no longer religious like he is. And she didn't want to have no more chilling. Which Okay, fine. I think she always was that way, but okay. So he blindsided her, cheated on her, left her, divorced her. We did file legal divorce to get legal separations, and then hooked up with this woman who has a child by another man who's a good father and is constantly in his child's life. So he goes over there and play daddy to some other man's child who has a good daddy in his life. So now the daddy of his child, the baby daddy, moves in. You got two men and you got her living in one house or one apartment or trailer park. I don't know. Right? All of a sudden, time comes. They go to Thanksgiving. They got two different Thanksgiving dinners. One for the baby daddy, one for them. Then they don't do Christmas. And then the daddy moves in for Christmas. So they don't have to do separate Christmas. Then after Christmas, she said, hey, let's talk. Hey, I'm dumping you. I'm only going to live with my baby daddy that I totally wasn't boinking, by the way. He's devastated, moves out, go move in some daggone place. He has unaliving thoughts, calls his wife, his soon-to-be ex-wife that they're legally separated. Tell my son, can you keep an eye out on me? I think I'm going to unalive myself because I got head. And her dumb ass is like, I'll be there for you. If you need someone to talk to, I'm there for you. I'm here for you. Let's talk it out. And he talking about, she's my rock, man. She's my rock. She's my rock. Okay, that's all I got so far. But I'm like, she's stupid because she's nice. Y'all nice women gonna learn you'll never finish first.
And I don't know what to do.
Why would you pour yourself into someone else's child? I want to keep reminding you all that his father is a good father. He didn't abandon his son. I've never seen this in my life. I swear to God, I've never seen a man say, even though this little boy's father is constantly in his life, he knows that's his daddy. His daddy helps him every time he can. And they have a strong bond. I'm going to still try to raise that little boy as my own son. That's some... What the hell is... What? What's wrong with you? Now, I want you to understand, this would even be terrible if it was a woman that did this. Imagine a woman who's the girlfriend of a baby daddy, and she's going to take on the children and raise the children as if it's her own. They got a mama. That little boy is being taken care of by his biological father, and they have a very good bond together, and he takes care of his son. What you talking about? I'm sitting here trying to take care of this child as if it's my own. What? What are you talking about? It's not your child.
I don't want to bury anything this time.
Good. But this is just me, and you're a grown-up, and your wife's a grown-up. I'm talking to you as though you're one of my close buddies. I would tell you, you don't get to just run back to her and say, my bad.
Oh, yes, he does, and he will. And she'll take him back, too. And he'll do it to her again and again and again. She's the placeholder. That's her purpose in life, is to be the placeholder. You may tell him, but he'll do it. This man says, I have never felt so alone in my life. And my wife, my soon-to-be ex-wife, is like my rock. She like my rock, baby. I'm telling you, it's the best thing that ever happened to me. And you could tell him that he's not going to come back, but he's going to come back to her, and she's going to take him back, it sounds like. We have two low-tier people, two people who have low self-esteem, who are Ugh. Ugh. Well, I don't even want to finish the sentence. Jeez. They don't listen. These people don't listen. These people don't listen. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. I have seen stuff like this before. You know, I have in my early 20s. Because, you know, I'm hip on the game. I'm up on the game. I already know what's going on, this, that, and the other. And I've seen female acquaintances that were my friends. They're nothing now, right? They will sit up here and they will get with a guy. The guy will dog them out, all right? And leave them stranded, and sometimes we got to go pick them up, all right? Cheat on her in front of her face and everything, just make her feel like crap. Then he'll just come back crying and boo-hooing, saying he made a mistake. He found Jesus. Or one other time, some other guy said it wasn't me. I was under some damn drugs that she was slipping into my drink and this, that, and the other. So I wasn't really acting myself. And these two females that I had as my friends on those two different situations, two different times, you know, accepted it back. And I said, are you really that desperate? Are you really that desperate? And they always tell me, you don't think that people deserve a second chance. In this situation, no. No. You teach people how to treat you. Oh, well, I'm glad that you became Jesus now and therefore decide to condemn everybody for their sins. Blah, 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 this and the other. And I was like, I said, and we had a big blowout 2 different times on both of those girls, right? Big blowout with me causing the most ruckus. And I said, okay. I said, all right, go ahead and get back with them. And what I would do is I would stay friends because I want to see it to the end. I would stay friends with them until they do to them what I said that they was going to do to them. And then I would this is how I am. You can judge me all you want to. Right when they're like upset, crying that he did it to him again, I said, oh, remember when you told me that he deserved a second chance? And I said, this ain't the time to do that. I said, oh, no, it is. I rub salt in the womb, and then I'm bouncing. And I said, I can't have female friends like you. I said, you're dead weight. You don't love yourself. I don't even understand why I let you up in my friend group in the first damn place. Okay? I'm like, no. I said, the thing about me is that I'm there to help my friends. You ignored my help. And the very thing that I said he was going to do, he did it. It ain't about being a petty Darnell. I teach people how to treat me, unlike you. Okay? You let women cheat on you 3, 4, 5 times, and then you decide to not take them back on the 6th time. Okay? I don't do that. Okay? That's why I keep trying to separate myself from the community. Y'all love giving chances over and over and over and over again. My Viking blood will nip you in the bud quick. I cut the throat and watch the head tumble down the hill. Okay? I let people know you don't belong in my group. You can't eat with me. I am a lioness and I'm constantly being surrounded by sheep. Okay, y'all sit up here and let these weak people, because I'm going to tell you something. Weak people make you weak. I don't know if y'all know that or not. If you are, listen, and I'm only talking to women because men like Darnell don't know. Okay, he's a little too dumb. All right, he got a helmet on his head. Ladies, let me tell you something. If you are average weight and your 3 best friends are morbidly obese, you will gain weight in 6 months.
Boom! Headshot!
Why? Why would you do that, honey? Ask yourself, if your average weight and you will be overweight in 6 months, not saying you're going to be morbidly obese. I'm saying that you're going to be overweight because your 3 best friends that you constantly hang with are morbidly obese. There you go, Eva. You're the average of your close friends. If you want to know about somebody, look at their close friends. You want to be able to depict somebody out who they are? Look at who they call friends. once I saw on 2 different occasions, I told you on 2 different occasions that these 2 women were out of my league, and I found out they were out of my league as far as friends is concerned, I stuck around to say I told you so. Then I got rid of them. I don't keep these type of people around me. Weak people make you weak. Strong people make you stronger. That's how that works. Some of y'all just too low vibrational to understand that. Some of y'all are too low IQ to understand that too. And that's why some of y'all dumbass, especially in the black community, sit up here and have all kind of bad family members who do all kind of evil things to you, but you don't get rid of them because they family. Blood is thicker than water. Blood is thicker than water. Blood is thicker than the water. And the main person that's putting knives in the back of you are the ones who got blood. You got your same blood. The same people you basically call your family. That's why I sit up here and clown you people when you beneath me with your mentality. You can't be on my level and think like that. The hell you talking about? You damn right I was going to go after her and let her know you belong in the gutter with the rest of the Pig Mishas, Barbara the Builders, and PayPal Peggies. I've never done that with no man. And by the way, just so we're clear, if she had came to me 8 years later and said, you know what, Tree? I'm glad you kicked me to the curb. I was young, dumb, stupid. I was desperate for acceptance. I needed validation of a man. I was an idiot. But now I'm 29 years old. I don't do that stuff no more. I'm good. I haven't been that way in 3 years or 4 years. I let men dog me. And after the last one, I realized, okay, I need to stop this. Okay, I need to stop this. You just answered my question on whether those 2 friends were black women. Everybody in this scenario is black. I'm going to tell you when everything started to switch to white. When I left the police force. When I left the police force in 1997, everything switched to white. Well, most of the things switched to white. Okay, most. That's when I was like, cause I had, I wasn't part of the black community either. Okay, when I switched to white. What I'm saying is that I started to just get rid of my that's a very, I'm glad you mentioned that, Anna. My mentality changed big time. I was never tribal. I could never be tribal. But that's when things started to change for me and I started to thinking and this and the other. My problem as Tree of Logic is that black people see me, black people hear my accent, and they automatically think I'm on their team. Until they get to really know me or they say something to me and then I put them in their place. That's when they finally realize, oh, she not. No matter how many times I tell them I'm the skin folk who ain't your kinfolk. No matter how many times I tell them I'm not tribal. No matter how many times I say I have no intentions on going to the cookout. For some reason, they cannot help but attach themselves to me and act like we on the same team. Until I hurt their feelings or I basically put them in their place. I am cool being by myself. I am not tribal. I don't associate myself with any community. As a matter of fact, people keep thinking I'm a feminist. I'm like, no, because I noticed that feminists have blind loyalty to women just for being women. Do you know how many women got mad at me because I was the first one to call out ISIS for being an idiot? I was the first one because TJ gave me the video first. I was the first streamer, the first YouTuber to react to her content. Go ahead and fact check me. And the first thing I said is, this heifer is the most awful mother I have seen in my life. She's a Pig Misha, she's an idiot, and she's the reason why her children are messed up. Oh, you're going to sit up here and victim blame? Yeah, she's a woman, so what? My biggest enemy is women. Same women allowing men in the damn bathroom, and the same women that daggone basically cut your throat. The reason why men are in the situation they're in right now is because of other women. The Pick-Mishas, the Barbara the Builders, and all these nice women. I don't look at men as my enemy. They never were my enemy because I know where they come from. I understand them. Women are the one with the most power. And because we are powerful, I understand if this power is used against us by our own, that's why we're in the situation we're in. So I'm not tribal with nobody. Not my skin color, not my gender, and not even my place of birth. So I'm my own person. I do my own thing. I march by the beat of my own drums. Stop thinking I'm on your team. I got t-shirts that I sell that says I'm not on your team. People still don't read it because you're low IQ. Anyway, as I was saying. But yeah, I teach people how to treat me. It ain't got nothing to do with being petty. It's just that a lot of you all don't know how to teach people how you treat you, and that's why you always get got. That's why you always get ran over, and that's why you always get taken advantage of. So there's that. I wouldn't trade my life for none of y'all. No offense.
Because you just had your heart broken and you're vulnerable.
You can't compare that to this. Are you serious? He didn't abandon. Look, hey, Dr. John. He didn't abandon dry land for the water to decide to hook up with the water and take on a dolphin as a daggone stepchild. What you talking about? That's so stupid.
That you've got to be about the business of making friends and getting some community in your life and getting some accountability and some men in your life that you trust that can speak into your life. And not possibly, 100% before the day's over, calling and getting a counselor or therapist.
Timbo, you know what? I'm just not seeing what you're saying. Blood of the covenant is thicker than water of the womb. This means that the relationships you choose are stronger than the ones you inherit. Exactly. And one thing I had no problem doing is walking away from my biological family. I have not seen them people in decades. I don't miss them. I don't wonder what they're doing. I don't reach out. They are nothing to me. As far as I'm concerned, they're all dead as far as I'm concerned. I don't even think about them. I have a new family. Actually, I got two. One in Germany and one here. I chose them. And I'm happy. I ain't got to deal with no drama on no Thanksgiving. I ain't got to deal with drama at all. The only drama I deal with my new families is the drama of their friends, which don't last long because I put that out quick. But imagine how I just want those of you who feel the need that you got to have your toxic cousins or your messed up daddy or your messed up mama or your uncle or your whatever. Okay. You got to have them in your life. And although they always hitting you up for money or they steal from you or they talk bad about you or they do all kinds of bad things against you, you feel that you got to stay in it because they family, because they blood. Imagine living a life where you ain't got to worry about that by just choosing someone to be your uncle or your aunt or your best friends or your mom or your father or your granny or your grandpappy. Imagine choosing someone of good character with awesome morals. Someone who wants the best for you, someone who's never jealous of you, someone who will help support you in the things that will make you stronger, but caution you against the things that will make you weaker. Unlike your family, who will watch you walk on the train tracks with an oncoming train before telling you watch out. I don't subscribe to that. And that's something black and white people got a problem with. They got a problem with letting go their toxic family because they're blood. Child, please. Child, please. My life has never been more happier without those people in it. I don't want to deal with that. A lot of y'all go to bed stressed because no. I literally saw this at the gym with my friend. Her phone, while we're having a conversation, her phone went off. She looked at it and then she took a deep breath like, ugh. And then she like sent them to voicemail. The phone rang again. She looked at it again and did it again. 2 minutes later, the phone does. I said, girl, you need to answer that. She said, no, it's just my sister just ready to cuss me out for something stupid. I said, cuss you out? She said, don't worry about it. It's family. You can understand. I said, no, I can't. I said, I can't relate, girl. What? Your sister calling you to cuss you out? That's why you keep sitting like, so you mean tell me your sister cuss you out all the time? You ain't got sisters? I said, no, I don't. I got best friends that are like my sisters. And I said, I love to, when they call me, my face lights up, except if they call me early in the morning. That means something's going on with my godchildren and I get a little worried. Okay. I'm like, uh-oh. And I immediately go, what's wrong? I peel the phone like that. But I don't keep toxic people in my life. If you love yourself, and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna stop. When you get to the level when you love yourself at your highest, which a lot of y'all don't, you don't allow bad people, toxic people, people that bring down your vibrations into it. You just don't. I don't care if they are family or family. You just don't. You like, listen, my peace and my love for myself is too high to let you just basically tear it down. I'm going to need you to not call me back no more. We'll talk to each other on holidays. Other than that, don't take my number out your contact list. There's that. My dad cut out 99% of the contact between us and his side of the family. That's good. As somebody who's close with family, I completely understand why people go no contact. Some family members are just trash. Facts. Okay, let's finish this. Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. I was raising a child as my own. Like if a family member losing their home, I should take them in and pay for rent because they're bad choices. Because, who did that though?
You got a glimpse of the pain your wife experienced. Just a glimpse. But I think there's something about getting down on your knees in front of her and saying how gut-wrenchingly sorry you are. And maybe this divorce continues on. Maybe y'all find reconciliation down the road. That's not a today conversation.
She'd be a dummy if she did. She'd be a dummy if she did. She'd be a dummy if she did, dude. I'm telling you, ladies, when I tell you, when someone is an ex, they stay an ex. I don't understand this whole thing. Dad's a dusty. He is projecting because mom support him and I lost interest. Don't worry about telling me no more, Alu. You're breaking it up in so basic terms. I don't understand the storyline. So I checked out. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. Appreciate you.
The today conversation is, I need to take a knee before the woman I promised my life to and let her know I hurt you so bad. I'm sorry. And my mission in life is to become a man that will never hurt somebody like that ever, ever, ever again, myself included. I think you can do that. I wouldn't do the show if I didn't believe in that sort of restoration, but it's going to be tough. You're going to have to be very vulnerable and very honest. And most importantly, you're going to have to do stuff.
I don't care about this. This is blah. It's just, okay, I only chose this right here, right? Because I just want to have the conversation that when I look at things, okay, I think who's the strong woman in this scenario? And it's the girlfriend that he left for, right? The wife is weak, he's weak, the baby daddy is weak, but the woman is the one who's getting everything she wants. So that's the boss bee in my opinion right here. So when I look at stories like this, I'm like, gee, now don't get me wrong. there are situations where the man is in the bigger position, right? Where he's getting everything he ever wanted. And everybody around him is stupid. But I rarely see situations like this where the woman is in the prime position. She's the queen bee. You know what I'm saying? Yep, she got a babysitter and a thank you, exactly. She got a pay pig and a babysitter. Then the babysitter decided the only way she would get rid of the pay pig is unless that the baby daddy stepped up finally. That's the only way. Your story about your friend reminds me of the book of Jobs when he's three friends. I lost interest. So therefore, when I look at stories like this, I'm saying like, I'm going to need the woman to step up. That's what I'm going to need. I'm going to need women to start because I need to show more video. I need to show more stories of women in their power because there's so many stories of women being in their weakness. And I think it incentivizes or it motivates more women to be weak. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. Let me see if he got some more stuff like this. Okay. Let's look at his popular stuff. My friend is a PDF. Okay, it said, let's see. Sexless marriage. Shouldn't have married her. My son attacked my wife. I cheated on my husband. Look at all these sexless marriages. We never had sex. Should I move on? Not attracted to her. Is it wrong to divorce my disabled husband? Damn. Wife won't have sex with me. I always regretted my marriage. Should I leave? Let's see. None of these. Should we cancel our engagement? Stupid woman. I don't even need to look at that one right there. My wife is 45-year-old virgin. What? We caught them. Our teen is having sex. My husband's furious. She slept with my best man. My wife had an affair. Ooh, okay. Look at this. Let's look at this one. I wonder did he sleep with the best man and he still married her? That's all I want to know. Okay? That's all I want to know. Okay, I can see he got some crazy stories. Did I hear that right? He finds out that she's cheating and he stays in the marriage? Chet, did I hear that right? Yes. Okay. His content is not Christian based, but a lot of his viewers are Christians or at least claim to be. Shut up, Eva! Dude, you find out she's boinking your boss and you still stay in the marriage? I think she just married him for security and her Christian family. I don't care why she married. Remember, I told you when I listen to these stories, I listen to who's stupid and who's the smart one. So far, he's the stupid. Actually, and you want to know who's the smart one? The boss. The boss seems to be the smart one right here. And she comes second. Cause she's smashing the boss with the money and the dad going cuck. Okay, the high school's okay, wow. He's the dummy though. He's the dumb one right here. Wow, dude. Yeah, at least Andrew was smart enough to get a paternity test.
Do that. How long have you been married?
Also, hold on. If you guys are so-called Christian, why are you saying don't get an abortion? That means you guys were having sex before you got married? I tell you, these daggone half-ass Christians, What are you talking about? You guys was boinking before you made your exchange vows before the Lord? Did he just reward her cheating by? I don't know. I don't know if he married her. I don't know if he found out that she cheated before the wedding or after the wedding. I don't know. All I know is he knew that she'd been cheating on him for over a year. That's all. I don't understand this. Like, and they sit here talking about they're Christians and that she going to do her own thing, but that means you was having sex with her too before you got married. Jeez Louise.
Half.
How old are you?
I'll be 25 in a few months.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
This girl broke your heart, man.
Yeah.
And she gave you the best thing of all time too at the same time. That little kid, right?
Yeah.
That messes with your mind up, right?
Is it his though?
Bad.
Am I good or am I good? Am I good? Are you not entertained? Dude, I don't understand. This is not rocket science. What the hell? I should have my own call-in show. Seriously, like, who here? I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna call you out. Who here thought that like this dumb Dr. John thought that you could alt-delete the relationship and start all over? Who thought that she was gonna be down for that? Exactly, Muzz. You should delete everything, including the Barrett. Who thought? I'm looking at all my chats right now. Who thought that was a possibility of working? Like this Dr. John said, this is what you're going to have to do, brother. You're going to have to, with her, you're going to have to alt-delete everything and open up all the things. The bank account, the phone logs, the electric bill, everything. Everything has to be all open. You're just going to start fresh. Who thought that she was going to be down with that? Child, please. I want you to understand something. Listen to me, okay? Who's calling the station? This radio person. I don't know this guy. Who's calling Dr. John? Him or his wife? Who's the one calling? I'll tell you what you already know. He's called. Since he's the one calling, he's the one that has the most interest in saving his marriage. Do you think she's calling somebody? Do you think she's seeking some kind of therapy? Do you think she's the one that sees how can I save my marriage? How can I help it? How can I? No, she doesn't care. She's out. She's trying to get her fireman back. I don't know, somebody. Okay? The one who's calling, asking for help is the one who wants it the most. Never forget that. Okay? Now, do not confuse this with a marriage to where you're both are arguing or you're both having some disagreements and one of you say, let's get some counseling. Okay? That's different. Okay? When you start opening your relationship publicly like this, that means the other person has been shut down and it's like there's no way of getting them on board no more. You tried everything privately. Now you feel like you have no other option or you feel like you need help or whatever and you want it more badly than the other person. This can go for any gender. It can go for the male or the female. So the fact that he's calling into this show and he said he knew about the affair for a year, he's a doormat. This is the doormat on the male side. And then the stupid Dr. John talking about shut it down, alt-delete, Do you think she'll? No. Even before he even said that they got divorced, separated, I already knew that she was going to say no. I already knew she was not going to be down with it. So there's that. I mean, this marriage was over before they even exchanged vows on their wedding day.
You know, I when we separated, it's with the hope that like maybe something will change and get better. And I do see flashes of that at times. And then
What a cope. What a cope. You know, we're separated. Sometimes I feel like we're going to get back together. And I swear to God, if y'all just listen to half of what I tell y'all, y'all would live some nice lives. Y'all wouldn't have no stress in your life like with no person like that. I'm serious. When they're out, they're out. Keep them out. If let her go, dude. Let her go. Oh my God. PD. Is that borderline personality disorder? Is that bipolar? What BPD stands for? Hold on, let me see. What is BPD? Borderline personality disorder. So your mama got BPD and you married a woman that got BPD. Counseling is very important. Counseling is very important. You have to make sure to make sure you don't attract somebody like your parents, especially if they were bad parents. You're going to have to get someone to break that foundation and that association. So you don't attract your mama. So you don't attract your pappy. Okay? So it's just like, what? Tree really has me looking at generational trauma with these streams lately. He brought this is the thing. He could have broke that generational trauma by going to counseling. He would never attract a woman like his crazy mama. So he knowingly dated someone with BPD and expected it to be okay because of the Kawan. Here's the thing, Kawan. When she said, 8 months, hold on. Y'all forget the most important part where he could have got out. 8 months before the wedding, she said, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to live my own life. I don't want to do this Christian stuff. I want to go out clubbing. I want to get my freak on. And I want to have an abortion because I'm a hoe. And I like being a hoe. Hoes live a good life. And he said, I'm going to pray for her. And maybe she will find a way to Jesus. And then he wants to know why the marriage never worked. She gave all these red flags in the beginning. So with the BPD just came out in full force 8 months ago, according to him. And he still said, yup, she's going to be my wife. The hell, what? Will you marry me, Jenny? Why don't you love me, Jenny? I'm a good man. I know what a good man is, Jenny. I don't know why you don't love me.
the mental illness, and my vows meant something to me. And,
she broke your vows, brother.
Hold on. He's mumbling so much. I'm going to put him on. Here you go. And my vows meant something to me. So he admits that he married a woman with mental illness.
Broke your vows, brother.
What she did.
And she broke your vows, brother?
She broke your vows. I know your vows meant something to you, but she broke them. You're hanging.
No. She didn't broke his vow. I thought you guys said this guy is good. Hold on. You guys told me yesterday that this Dr. John is a good guy. He's a really... This is an idiot. First of all, he told him that he can save his marriage by doing a Control-Alt-Delete. And I said, no, that's never going to happen. I said, she is just not into the marriage. He is. Then she's the one who's not faithful. She's the one who broke her vows. How did she break his vows? He did. Do you understand when you make vows? okay, at the altar in front of a preacher, priest, or whatever, you are making a vow yourself. You break your vows. No, he sucks, Darnell, and the fact that you like him tells me a lot, confirms my daggone suspicions. You are breaking your vows. How the fuck can you break somebody else's vows? Please make this make sense. How do you break somebody else's vows? If I make a vow, I will love you through thick and thin, through sickness or health, richer or minimum wage. By the way, me and my husband had our own vows. I wasn't saying no rich or poor. That the hell I will. Okay, no. Okay. But I'm just saying, you make your own vows to this other person. You're saying this yourself. Here's my vow to you. And if you do not live up to those vows, you have broken your own vows. He says his vows to you, and if you all are religious, you are making your vows to each other before God. So I could never break my husband's vows because I'm not the one that made those vows to him. I'm not the one who, hold on, how does it go? I could never break my husband's vows because my husband's vows were to me on behalf of him. You understand this? I can only break my own vows. You are making your own vows. I'm making my own vows. As Christians, you will make vows. I'm not a Christian. I'm just saying you're making vows in front of the God. You can say you broke your vows before the Lord, but I can't break my husband's vows. He made it himself. She can't break his vows because he made his own vows. And this is how you can tell y'all so low IQ. You guys think this guy is so base. It's two things he done said that's just dumb. But as long as my women, hold on, do I have any females? Hold on, I don't care about you stupid men watching this, man. Keep watching this loser, okay? I want my females, do not take this man seriously. Look at him for entertainment only, but please do not follow his advice. Let him continue giving men stupid advice, okay? So they can do stupid stuff. Talking about something, I'm gonna get my wife back because, you know, she broke my vows and she said she was gonna control, alt, delete like you said, Dr. Joe. As a Christian tree is correct, you can only break your own vows. Right, this dumb, she broke your vows, man. She broke your vows. How? How does that work? How do you break somebody else's vows? A man who gets back with a woman after getting cheated on will just further prove to her he's better. And you know what, AA? Hold on. She will continue to cheat on him. For real, for real. For real, for real. Okay. No woman is going to respect a man. And by the way, vice versa. No man is going to respect a woman who sits there and know that they're cheating and continue to cheat and don't do nothing. What are you talking about? Why would you respect somebody? I don't understand this. You got to ask yourself, hold on a second. You got to ask yourself, you are in a marriage with your spouse and your spouse have known for over a year that you have been cheating and he doesn't do anything about it. He don't divorce your ass. He don't punish you. He don't do nothing. He just sit up here and say, let's pray about it, baby. And you go, yes, Lord, God to Jesus, the devil done got in me. So I'm like, what the hell? Why the hell would you listen to this stupid stuff? Yeah, his advice to reset when the trust was broken for a year. is tar language. Actually, I'm gonna tell you, it was broken before they got married, Alu. This is what y'all don't see. It was broken before they got married. Y'all don't see that? This is what's shocking is y'all don't see that the trust was broken before they got married. How come y'all don't see that part? And I'm not talking, okay. First of all, you half-ass Christians. She got an abortion before the whole thing of, okay, let's go back to the 8 months ago. 8 months before they got married, she said she wanted to live her life, go out there, do her hooking and all this other stuff. And she wasn't trying to live that Christian life no more, blah, blah, blah. Was that not betrayal right there? And if you think that wasn't betrayal, how about the time she said, I want to get an abortion? They're about to get married, and 2 months before the wedding, she gets pregnant and says, I want to kill the baby. And he said, please don't do this. Don't kill our baby. I'm sorry, I'm going to get an abortion. So you mean to tell me after all of that, he still said, let's get married? I love you, Jenny. Why don't you love me? This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You guys don't even see the obvious. To me, yeah, I know you all are hooked up. Not all of you. Some of you are hooked on the cheating. I'm saying that the marriage the marriage should have never happened. The relationship was doomed from the start. The relationship was doomed from the time that she said, I want to do my own thing and go and do my own. I don't want to listen to you no more. And then 2 months before they get married, when she got an abortion. I thought abortions was a big no-no for you Christians. And he still got married to her anyway, found out that she's boinking his boss. And he talking about something, I don't know what's going on. And this dumbass Dr. John talking about something, is it possible to do a Control-Alt-Delete? Yes, Margaret, he should have never married her. She should have never married her. From the time she denounced in her faith, according to you Christians, he should have never married her. Just to goes to show you that you Christians are not as Christians as you think you are. Because if the fact that she denounced her faith did not basically give you the red flag, the fact that she got an abortion should have been the biggest red flag to drop on your head. That should have never happened. I'm not talking about heathens like myself. We don't mind abortions, but I'm talking about the saved, sanctified, and highly favored Christian like y'all. Like the abortion 2 months before. 2 months before getting married, she got an abortion. 2 months. He begged her not to do it. Why did she get an abortion? Because she didn't know who the pappy was. Anyway, let's continue this stupid man.
Onto a ski roller
Ladies, listen to me. It takes two to make a marriage works. It takes two people to make the relationship work. When one person checks out, I don't care how much praying, I don't care how much counseling, I don't care how much we're gonna make through this. We're gonna make it through this, that, and the other. I don't care how many seminars, how many podcasts y'all call into. It will never work. It will never work. It will never work. Why isn't this man saying this to him? Look, she's not wanting it to stay in the marriage. She checked out. Go ahead and take your losses. Hence why you all need to think twice before you get married to anybody. I told you the first thing you need to do, keep your damn legs closed. Second thing you need to do is make sure that you're building a friendship. So that he can be your what? Your best friend. Because best friends treat each other on a different level than just some basic husband and wife. When you marry your best friend, that's a whole nother level. And you both need to make a commitment to be all in. And I'm sorry, I think the older you get, the more you're like, okay, I done did what I gotta do. I done got out of my system. I did this, I did that. Sure, let's do this. This guy is terrible, basically saying stay together for the kids, doesn't matter. Like, he's an idiot. That's why Darnell likes him, because Darnell's an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like, attract, like. So that's why I say everybody tell on yourself when you like, oh, this man is so awesome, he's so based. I'm like, he's an idiot, stupid. I would have never given this advice. And I ain't the one with the multi-million-dollar daggone podcast. I never would tell y'all to do something like that. I'd be like, girl, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, cry. Get your tears out of the way. And you need to have a due date before you basically get out of there, okay? And so you stop mourning and then start healing. If you're happy, you got to go do what you got to do. He's stupid. I think his advice is dumb. You are teaching your children to stay in a loveless marriage where the husband is the simp, the cuck, and all this stuff. Actually, a literal cuck. So that your son can grow up and be like daddy? What? Huh? Tree, do you tell the guy you want to be best friends? No, you don't have to tell anybody you want to be best friends. It's do you have a best friend, Keiko? Did you tell her that you want to be best friends? I don't know how y'all got y'all best friends, but my best friends and I did not be best friends by saying, you want to be best friends? Now, don't get me wrong. We started off as being friends. I got two of the bestest of the bestest friends right here in Georgia, right? I love them. But we were friends first, and then we went on to be best friends by going through a whole bunch of shit together on different occasions, by the way. But one of them wanted to be my friend. I kept ignoring her. That's how it is with me. You know what I'm saying? I end up if you want to know, the best female friends I have ever had are the ones who have pursued me. And my second best friend, we end up just having so much in common. We just kept meeting each other and then start exchanging phone numbers and just start talking on the phone and we just end up being friends. And then we grew to be best friends. Okay. Even the corner and the short bus would tell him you can't sit with us. What the hell is this magatory? Did I say this right? Maggottary? You don't have a best friend. Well, do you have friends, Keiko? Uh-oh. Michael, what are you? 94. Michael, what are you doing this for? Stop that. Don't do that unless something's wrong with the internet. Hold on a second. Keiko's, me neither. Who cares? Better alone than in bad company. Yeah, Keiko, you and Josie go sit on a short bus and be friends. How about that? There you go. I just got y'all some friends. There, Keiko and Josie are now friends. There, now growing into being best friends. Hold on. Did I answer that? Hold on. Somebody was asking me a question. All these chats, dude. Okay, I don't know where. I just got Michael throwing the little thing out there and made me beep beep. Anyway, so yeah, this is just terrible advice. This is just terrible. Oh, let me finish saying what I was saying. This is just terrible advice. Don't if the other person checked out and the other person is not interested in build, and this just goes to show you how desperate you are. So now you're operating from a moment of being desperate. Never ever be desperate. Never ever be desperate. Hence why the more emotional you're into the relationship, the more desperate you'll be. You know what I'm saying? That's how that is.
The question is not, can you get it back? You cannot. It is over. The question is, can y'all build something new? And I think you can, but it takes both of you.
No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. What is this? What the hell is this advice? No, you can't. He's so terrible. They can't build anything new. I want you guys to understand that this idiot is telling this man, I can't believe I'm taking up for a man, by the way. This idiot, a woman who never respected at the time her boyfriend and never respected at the time the boyfriend turned into a fiance. So even when he became a fiance, she said, you know what? I'm not dealing with this Christian stuff. I'm about to go get my party on, my drink on, my freak on. I'm about to do all that. And he's like, okay, baby. Okay. Did he say that, Margaret? I didn't see that. I'll take your word for it. But I'm looking at the words where it says, y'all build something new. I think you can, but it both. Okay, hold on a second.
And she goes through.
Hold on. You might be right.
The question is, can y'all build something new? And I think you can, but it takes both of you.
Okay. I concede. I was proven wrong. Yeah. You're right, Margaret. Yeah, he did say it takes both of you. It takes both of you. Finally, you're saying something makes no damn making some sense now. Finally, you're saying something that's making sense. Yeah, it's over, dude. Y'all gonna have some good connections. Sometimes she gonna call you because she gonna need a touch up in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like, let it go, boo. It's that marriage is done.
Is that true or false? Tell me if I'm wrong, man. I'd love to be wrong here.
Yeah, true, AA. That's the reason why I didn't hear him say. He didn't make an emphasis. He didn't put emphasis on the fact that it takes both, because I keep hearing him talking about something. She needs to alt-delete, control alt-delete, and this is a chance. I keep hearing him telling her that he got a chance. You know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't for Margaret, I wouldn't have even heard the part of it takes both of you. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Okay. The only thing I think left to do is to sit down and say, I need us to be adults, and let's say we're going to go all in. And I've done my work to say, here's what all in means.
I wouldn't say that. It's over. What are you telling? So this is what I'm talking about. No. Hold on. Let me make sure I heard that correctly. Because I don't want to misquote the man. This right here is what I'm talking about. Stop saying this. Stop saying this part right here.
The only thing I think left to do is to sit down and say, I need us to be adults, and let's say we're going to go all in. And I've done my work to say, here's what all in means.
No. I think you two need to sit down and you need to plan how it is going to be between you two as divorced. Hey, listen, I ain't trying to financially R-word you, but I'm going to have my own place. Let's figure out a way and whether we can live in the same neighborhood so that you can pick our son up and I can pick my son up. And there's no thing of, listen, this is such bad advice. This is such bad advice saying, hey, we are either all in. Because hold on, let me tell you why this is just the dumbest advice ever, right? Okay? Here's why this is the dumbest advice ever. She showed you through actions that she ain't into you. She showed you through actions she ain't down with the marriage and she gonna cheat on you. She ain't down with the Christian stuff. She had an abortion. She didn't even know that this child that y'all have now is yours. She had to take a paternity test. She already showed you she ain't loyal to you. with all that in mind, not the fact that she basically went through counseling or she had a life-changing experience that makes her do a 180, none of that happened. And you talking about sitting down and saying, hey, we want to get all in. If she wants to use you more because you the biggest lick she ever had in her life, she gonna like, you know what? Yes, baby. I realized after I was reading the Bible last night that I have been sinning and the devil was in me. And I'm so sorry. Can you please take me back? I love you so much. They get together and she still cheated on him. This time she's very undercover with it. He'll never find out. Are you serious? Are you serious? She's telling him he sucks a bit. How you know, Josie? Why are they even talking about working on a relationship? Who is the child father? He said that she was on a paternity website. So as of now, I don't know who's the biological father. All I know is Dr. John keeps telling this man who's a cuck. He literally is a cuck. He literally falls into the definition of a cuckold, right? It's telling him to get the woman who cucked him to say, baby, can we just try one more time and go all in? Could this be more closure for the man's sake? Like hearing her say she's not interested in fixing the marriage? No, Margaret, because let me tell you something. I would say the same thing if this is a woman. So I'm glad you said that. So let me talk to you ladies. I'm going to switch this around if this was a woman and a man was doing this. You should not need a person that hurt you to tell you to give you closure. You yourself give closure. And I'm going to say this too. The person who have the most emotions in it is the one who needs closure.
Boom, headshot.
Baby, there's not one relationship in my past where I needed closure on. Hallelujah. Glory. Amen, church. I can't think of one relationship. Not one. There's not one man in my past that I needed to hook up with and say, I just need I don't need closure on any of my past relationships. I don't need closure on any family member I walked away from. You know why? Because they were more in it emotionally than I was. That's what y'all don't understand. The one who is the most emotionally invested is the one who needs closure. If you are not that emotionally invested as the other person, you don't need no closure. You can just walk away and start all over. This is what I tell women this all the time. Stop getting so emotionally invested so soon and stop putting all your emotions into one guy. Because you're the one who want to key up his car. You're the one who wants to basically call his mama and cuss her out for giving birth to a messed up son. You're the one who wants to drag him online through social media. You're the one who basically want to ruin his life. Because you're the one who lost the most. Because you put it all in. So when you need closure, you're in the loser seat. He's the one that needs closure because he's in the loser seat, not her. She ain't the one talking about I'm going to need some closure because I done cheated on you. I done did all this and I had an abortion because I didn't know if you was the pappy or not because, I was boinking your balls. And she don't need no closure because she's not the one that's mostly invested emotionally. So this is what I tell women all the damn time. The one who's in the loser seat is the one that needs closure. The one who's in the loser seat is the one who put all their emotions in it. Exactly. That's my point. What? Exactly my point. She had doubts enough to Google paternity test. So now he's doubt. He should figure out the paternity first and then I agree with that. I kind of don't care though. Cause it's like, even if he finds out that the son is not his, he's still going to be the son's father. Tree is kind of like how you tell pygmies to continue to be pygmies. He is telling him to continue to be a fool. Then he shouldn't have a podcast because he's a terrible person. You're literally telling some abuser to sit up here and tell you why they abused you. Dude, that's what they do. It's like asking a snake why he bit you. It's like asking a scorpion why he stung you. It's their nature, duh. He doesn't want to let go of what he thought or wished he had. Facts. He's going to be stuck paying child support for a baby. He doesn't care though. He's a cuck. 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 Cucks don't care. Cucks was raise somebody else's child. Cucks will pay for child support. He's a cuck. He's a cuck. He's a cuck. She probably also dodged a bullet. Maybe he was going to white Sharia. No, he wasn't going to do it. He's a cuck. He's a cuck. He's a cock. 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 How many times I got? He's a cock. He's a cock. Oh. He's a cock. Would you like me to teach you what a cuck is? Because it seems like half of y'all don't know what a cuck is. Mug said, I think Tree is trying to tell y'all he's a cuck. Oh my God. He's a cuck. I'm like, how y'all don't understand? He's a cuck. Y'all don't know. Okay. A cuck is okay. Sometimes he may feel bad about it. Sometimes he could be stimulated by it. With his girlfriend or wife having a sexual affair or relations with another man. Okay? He's not going to leave his wife or his girlfriend because she's getting stuck by another man. Why? Because that's what cucks do. Cucks don't mind, or even if they do mind, cucks will never leave their wives or their girlfriends for having sexual relations with another man. Okay? So are we clear on that? Okay. If the wife or the girlfriend gets pregnant by another man, and it turns out that it turns out that the husband who's married to the woman is not the father of the child, he will still raise the child as his own. Why? Because he's a cuck. Cucks raise other men's children as their own, even when the mama tells them it ain't your son, it ain't your daughter. They don't care. They will still be the pappy. So when you see him do these things, that is his nature. Please stop asking why a cuck is acting like a cuckold. That's his nature. That's what he does. That's what he do. He's not acting outside of being this. This is not a slur. This is not a slur whatsoever. Let's look at the definition, because apparently you all forgot what it is. Let's see. Define. Let's look up Google. Okay. A cuck. A weak or what is this? Servile man, often used as a contemptuous term for a man with moderate and progressive. Okay, this is not what I'm referring to. This right here. A man whose wife is sexually unfaithful, a cuckold. So maybe I should look up the cuckold, because it's this definition. A man whose wife is sexually unfaithful. A man whose wife is sexually unfaithful, regarded as an object of derision. How am I getting all these words I can't pronounce?
Derision.
Derision. Okay. A man make another man a cuckold by having sexual relationships with his wife. He meets the exact definition of this. It's not used as a slur. It is exactly this. He is the noun and the verb of this very thing. Okay? Y'all got it now? Okay, let's go back. I'm so shocked I got to teach y'all what a cuckold is. Cuck came from cuckoldry. I know they use it as slur to talk, but I know they say this as a slur to talk about progressive men, but I've never used this as a slur. I've never used it as a slur. I've always used it as a term because it comes from the BDSM lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I called Andrew Wilson a cuck because he meets the definition of that. There you go, AA. So I'm just saying, I don't use, when people sit up here and say, oh, why are you being so, no. I'm using an excellent, I don't call gay men gay as a slur. I don't do that. If I call you gay, it's because you're gay. So that's what I'm saying. I literally use the word for the very definition of what it is. Okay.
Or let's call it. Because right now you're both drowning in the maybe. And maybe
she ain't drowning. He is. She ain't the one calling you. He is. Baby, are you cheating on me? No, honey, I'm so loyal. It's just me and my toys. That's it. She said no. Oh, and you understand why I get mad at you women who sit up here and you don't even understand these men. I can never look at men as the enemy. You understand? I can't relate to a lot of women, especially the TERFs, who have this hatred towards men. I'm like, how? How do you have hatred towards men when they're just so easy to know and master their psychology? I don't understand. The woman has been cheating on you with your boss. She got pregnant by your boss, got an abortion, and therefore y'all separated. And then you ask her, baby, you seeing somebody else? No, I ain't seen nobody else. So therefore it's true. Oh boy.
You can't believe that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't believe that. Thank you.
I don't trust her.
Yeah. Would you go see somebody with you?
So we went to counseling. She actually, like the day after I found out.
So he went to counseling. She left the day. Hold on, what? Yeah, would she go see somebody with you?
So we went to counseling. She actually, like the day.
She actually liked the day
after I found out.
She actually, wait a minute, she actually liked the day? I'm sorry, he's so mumbly, guys.
Scheduled us. So we went to counseling. She actually, like the day after I found out. Scheduled.
Oh, she left the day. She actually left the day after I found out.
That's an appointment with a lady.
Who chose the... I agree with this. Okay. Who chose this lady? Did she choose this lady? Hold on, let me just say this, okay? If my husband said, baby, I need to use your phone. Mine is not, I don't have no body. I'm going to give him my phone. By the way, my husband already know the code on my phone. All right? Now, if my husband was just my boyfriend, I'm like, no, what you need to use it for? Okay? Because we have not made vows. Far as I'm concerned, till we make vows, baby. Because, listen, I'm not Christian, but I do take vows very seriously. Because my word is my word is my bond. My word is golden. I live by my word. Okay? And it also looks like a promise. It's like a promise. And I'm not going to sit up here and make serious promises to a man I feel like I cannot fulfill my own end of the bargain. Now, when it comes to being in a relationship, hell no. Okay? If you have not made vows to each other, you don't have to be committed. You don't have to be faithful. Ooh, I know that's going to touch. I know that's going to like strike a nerve with some people, but that's how I feel. You have not made no vows to each other. So what? There's no promise. There's no contract. Did y'all sign a contract? Me and my husband signed a contract. So if we did not do all that thing, I ain't got to do none of that stuff. So if you went to a counselor who said you have no right to ask to use her phone, or you have no right to have access to her phone, okay, then it sounds to me she picked out one of her daggone friends to be a counselor to take her aside. What if they move in together before they get married? Does it? No. Who made the vows? Did y'all make vows before? And by the way, I'm not talking from a religious point of view, okay? I'm agnostic or atheist, whatever you want to say. We did not make any promises to each other, i.e. vows, aka vows. We didn't make any vows to each other. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? If you guys moved in together and you made a promise of monogamy, okay, that's a different discussion. Because a lot of people get into a relationship and you don't have that discussion about being monogamous. So if you make a promise, which I did, I made when my husband, okay, proposed to me, we made a promise of being monogamous. And what did I tell y'all that discussion? I shared that discussion. I've been very open about that discussion. My husband promised to be faithful, loyal, and to never lie about that to me. If he's cheating, he will tell me. Then I, in turn, will say, okay, I'm going to follow your lead. I, too, will not cheat. I, too, will not lie. I, too, will not see anybody else until you do it. You're the leader. I am following your lead. So when you cheat, you automatically lied because you made a promise to me that you would not cheat. I will not end our relationship either. I will keep our relationship going. But what I will do is I will never tell you that I'm cheating on you. You'll never know I know, and you'll never know when I'm cheating. And that's when you start seeing the wheels turn in your man. Like, wait a minute. Well, what if you think I'm cheating and I'm actually not? I'm like, I've never had that problem. I'm a woman. We have intuitions. I said, so there should never, he's like, well, circumstantial. I said, no. What kind of circumstantial evidence would make me think that you're cheating? And he couldn't come up with any. I said, baby, if you don't cheat on me, ain't nothing to worry about. But I said, isn't it refreshing to know that if I find out you're cheating on me, I'm not going to leave you? Yeah, but you gonna cheat on me. I said, yeah, isn't that only right that I do the same thing you do? I said, but the difference is I'm gonna give you the courtesy of never finding out because I'm a woman. You'll never find out. If I don't want you to find out. When women cheat and a man find out, they were so sloppy they didn't care if he found out. But if a woman cheats on a man, and she don't want him to find out, he'll never find out. He'll never. The reason why men always get caught cheating is because the woman that he cheated on gets all caught up with her feelings and she slips the secret to the wife. Or she does something like leave an eyelash in his pocket that she's washing clothes, or she sneaks some pictures and she tags him on it on IG. It's always the woman he's cheating on, how the wife always find out. Or when they break up too. That's another rate. So if the husband is cheating on his wife with another hussy, and then he breaks up with the hussy go and snitched on to the wife. That's how that works. That's how men always get caught cheating. Because a woman ain't going to hold water like that, especially if she get her emotions in. So that's how that works. It's refreshing when Tree speaks on her healthy marriage as opposed to these people's stories. I can't believe their lives. Yeah, girl, I can't believe this either. Imagine marrying a woman who is sleeping, who said, I'm not going. And imagine marrying a woman as a Christian man who decides to leave the faith and so she can go live her life according to sin, according to their biblical ways, and then have an abortion. The abortion part is the one that got me. She had an abortion 2 months before they got married. He begged her not to. And the only reason she got an abortion because she didn't know who she was pregnant by. And you still married her? Are you serious? I use it like this is the part like oh, what in the world? Oh yeah, and the boss being the best friend, but it because he's such the Chad. I know y'all gonna hate that. Because he's such the Chad, I don't even care about the boss best friend. You know, saying cheating on him with his wife. Like, come on, dude. Like I'm sorry, he's the Chad of this whole story, right? You just. I'm just saying, I just hate that he resigned as the chief because sound like he a good firefighter to me.
She said we should want to start doing separate, and I didn't do that with her.
That's absolutely nonsensical.
She still goes to her, but I feel like the lady almost justifies it. Like, I don't think.
Yeah, you didn't pick her. That's why. You didn't pick the lady. She picked the lady. And I'm gonna tell you something. Women will pick somebody who's going to be on their side when it comes to marriage counseling. So if you all need a marriage counselor, if you're not religious, because most of y'all who are religious gonna go see your pastor for marriage counseling, get one of your friends who's a friend of the both of you to get a neutral counselor. Because you understand how many jaded feminists are marriage counselors right now? Of course they're going to take the woman's side. You the bad man. Man bad.
I think
and then go do what you got to do.
You needed her to tell you that? You didn't see that you didn't see that from the beginning? Low self-esteem. This right here, low self-esteem. Okay. You remember when I told you that my family, my biological family, when I was growing up, they were more followers of Malcolm X than Martin Luther King. And I still hold those beliefs to this day because Malcolm X teachings was against Martin Luther King by protesting in exclusively all white restaurants and making white people serve you as customers. And going into all white establishments and making them allow you to be a patronage, right? And so that was one of the things that I agree with Malcolm X destroyed a lot of Black-owned businesses is because Black people will always choose white businesses. Now, back then, now today is a totally different reason because customer service sucks for most Black businesses. Okay, get mad, I don't care. But back then in the 60s and in the 50s, right, it was perceived that white people had better ice because it was colder. Okay, the white people had better water because it was wetter. Okay, all right. So it's like it was just this thing when Black people always complaining about white people food being bland, But back in the 60s, you was begging Mr. White Man to let you eat some of his bland food. So the thing about it is that people don't like rejection. They want to make you accept them. And you can always tell someone has high self-esteem when they stay away from people who don't want them there. Here's why Myron is being so clown right now. Okay? Myron wants to be white so bad. He is black. I don't care if you dummies don't know the difference between race and ethnicity. So it's too bad y'all don't know the difference between race and nationality. He is black. That is his race. But he wants to be white so badly that he will go into spaces that says white only, pretending that he's an honorary white person. Exactly, Danny. He wants to be a part of that club. He wants to be one of the good ones. He wants to be accepted as one of the special ones. You know, you're okay for a dark eye. But a person with high self-esteem would see, a black woman like myself, would see an exclusively all white space and it says whites only. And now one time I'm going like, well, can they let me in? I'm going to be an exception to the rule. But how about this? How about this? Let's use the same token. There could be a space that says black empowerment only for members of the black community. Guess what? I don't belong there either. I'm not even going to go in there. I'm going to stay out. I don't infiltrate no spaces where I don't belong. I don't belong in any space that says all whites only. I don't belong in any space that is dedicated to the community. My self-esteem is so high and I march by the beat of my own drum. I do my own thing. I don't go where people don't want me, and I don't make people accept me if they hate me for my height, my gender, my nationality, the way I grew up, anything. Any characteristic about myself that I can't change and they hate that, guess what? Deuces. Thank you for letting me know who you are and what you think about me. Therefore, I'm going to stay away from you. Nah, people with low self-esteem, they're going to try to make other people who hate them love them. They're going to try to make that person accept them. That's somebody with low self-esteem. And you can always tell this. So this woman showed you from the beginning she ain't want you as no husband. And you married her anyway.
You need to go to the courthouse. You need to get an attorney. You need to go do the next right thing.
I just feel like I'd be losing my daughter too.
No. You won't be.
Because she makes it very difficult for me already.
I know. And that's what a court order
Then
can
go
help
to court. Go to court. File for joint custody. Problem solved.
I hate this for you, man. But it's time. You call an attorney. You find yourself a therapist that isn't delusional.
Oh, you definitely need a therapist.
So ridiculous. Sorry, man. And begin taking the next step towards what comes next. Hang on the line. I'm going to send you that book, Building an Unanxious Life. That'd be my gift to you, man.
Shut up. He sucks. But that was a good... Hold on. I admit this was some good old story. I think the reason I can say what I say about I don't go places where I'm not wanted, I don't go and make people accept me, is because I've said this before and I keep saying this again. I'm my best company. I'm so good by myself. And for some reason, whenever I'm eating alone on a cruise, I haven't taken one in a long time. Me and my husband thinking about taking a cruise soon. But before I got married, before the koofy coof happened, and I used to go on cruise, I told y'all I enjoy going on cruises by myself, and it never ends up that way. Some Italian mama or some Jewish mama will see me, feel sorry for me, and then insist that I join her group and her family. When you are really good with your own company, baby, and you don't feel the need to force yourself into going into organizations just to have some kind of identity, just to have some kind of belonging? When you feel that I don't have to join it, oh, you don't want me in there? Good, deuces. You are at a higher level of self-esteem. You're at a higher level that most people are not. Men and women. You know what I'm saying? Men and women. And people will attack you for that. They'll sit up here and say, I'll never forget when I was in college, right? My freshman year, I was already on the pep squad. I was already on the basketball team. But those of you who are part of historical black colleges are going to be able to relate to this. So there is a fraternity called Alpha Phi Alpha. And the sister group that they had, wait a minute, was it, hold on. Jeez. Is it Alpha Phi Alpha? Hold on, Alpha Phi Alpha, right? They're black and gold. Alpha Phi, yeah. And there's a, hold on. Okay, yeah. So Alpha Phi Alpha had young women that was associated with this organization called what were they called? I can't remember. Who here went to a black? What were they called? What was the little girls? What was they were not official sororities. They were like the in my opinion, the pick-me's of Alpha Phi Alpha. Okay? So you had two. You had I know the Qettes. I know when it comes to Omega Psi Phi, the women that were like the fan clubs of Q dogs were called the Qettes. I think they were called. I think. Hold on a second. Omega Psi. Hold on. Psi Phi Qettes, right? Qettes, I think. Yeah, these women. Okay, I got that right. I forgot the alpha version of this. So, okay. All right, got that part right. So in my college, right? Maybe it is the Alpha Sweethearts. I think you're right, Anna. It's the Alpha Sweethearts. I think you're right. Okay, so you had the Alpha Sweethearts and the Qettes. Hold on, let me go and fact check you for a second. I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. Yep, that's them. Okay, thank you. The Alpha Sweethearts. Thank you so much. Woo, I love that. I love it. Okay, so listen. So, when I was a freshman, right? The Alpha Sweethearts and the Qettes were just go around. So let me explain. So every time freshmen come in, the men, the football players, the men of Alpha Phi Alpha, Omega Psi Phi, Q Psi Phi, Alpha Kappa Alpha, right? Alpha Psi Chi, the one with the canes. I'm forgetting a lot of these people. They will look for the best and the most loosest and the prettiest women to turn into their groupies. And so the biggest female groups of these black fraternities were the Qettes and the Alpha Sweethearts. These women had the protection of the alphas, but they also had the sleep with the guys. And if you want to know if you want to see this play on movies, go watch Spike Lee's movie called School Days, spelled Daze. Okay, School Days will explain this completely. Now, when I went to college, like the alpha sweetheart, no, the alpha phi alphas, okay, there was a particular alpha that really was digging on me, and he invited me to the alpha sweethearts meeting so that they can vote on who wants to be an alpha sweetheart. When I saw all of these women going into this one building and all the men outside just eyeing them up, I said, oh no, this is a trap. And I turned around, went back to my dorm room. Okay. So then I was invited by one of the Q dolls to come and be a Qette. And then because I understood what it meant to be an alpha sweetheart, I damn sure wasn't down to be no Qette. Now, these women, because I was invited to both of these and I turned them down, they would mock me. They would sit up here and say, ha ha, you ain't a Qette. You ain't no alpha sweetheart. It was a constantly throw it in my face as if I was like missing out on something. But because my self-esteem, thanks to my no good daddy, was very high, I did not care. I was like, I ain't trying to be these men's hoes. What are you talking about? Okay, I ain't trying to be their hoes. That's what y'all are. Y'all just their hoes. Y'all cook for them. I swear to God, to be a Qette and an alpha sweetheart, they had to cook for the guys. They had to raise money for the guys. They had to basically buy stuff for the guys, and they had to give them some poom poom or head. And you know I wasn't down with that. And so they would try to make me feel bad because I was not part of their little clique. And it never bothered me at all. It not one time bothered me. And after a while, they just stopped. And if you are part of a historical Black college, you understand this culture. You understand exactly what I'm talking about. Because when people enter a school as a freshman, those who have low self-esteem and don't have identity immediately want to be part of something. Don't get me wrong. I did want to be part of something. I wanted to be part of the band. I wanted to be part of the pep squad. Okay. Only because that was fun. I didn't know I had to get hazed to be part of the drum line. That was a culture shock. Okay. But I didn't join anything because I didn't have an identity. I had already had an identity once I stepped my foot on the campus. And if you all have daughters and sons, you need to teach them to have their own identity and to do their own thing prior to going into these environments, or else they're going to feel like they don't have no identity and they need to make a gang an identity. They need to make a daggone sorority or fraternity their identity. They need to go into all this other stuff to these fan groups or these daggone fraternities that where they're just going to use you anyway, okay, to have an identity. So that's what I'm talking about. You have to have high self-esteem to not get tricked to doing stuff for other people. Hence why I never, when people say, saying, oh, they can't keep us up because we're Black. I'm like, if they don't want me because I'm Black, good. I'm not going to go there. Well, that's not right. Martin Luther King said one day on the mountaintop, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what the rest of the stupid stuff he says because he's not my hero with his old hoe ass, okay? I don't think I'm going to forget about them gangbangs that he participated in on his daggone wife with his own nasty self. R-wording women. I don't think they do it as much anymore. When I went to college by the time of 2009, probably Anna. Probably. Okay. Probably. Because I'm talking about the 90s with me. And it's amazing, you know what I'm saying, how like the culture has changed and everything like that. But I guess the reason why I'm sharing this story is because I want you all to understand that you have to have yourself as your best company. You know what I'm saying? I guess before I leave, I guess what I'm saying is that you have to work on being okay being by yourself and being okay with being your best friend first, and then you'll attract other best friends, and being loyal to yourself and being honest to yourself. Okay? That's what I want you all to understand, so that you're not the one, if you're in a relationship as a woman and then it breaks off and you want to basically you want to take a baseball bat and smash out his windows or slash his tires because you mad. That's because you gave all in, and instead of basically just giving little trinkets by trinkets, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all the casino scenario. If you go to a casino with $500 and you win 10 grand and they kick you out, are you mad? Are you leaving as you cash in your chips and they tell you to get the hell out of the casino, you can't come back? Are you mad? No, you ain't mad. But imagine coming in there with $500 and you lose $10,000. Oh, you mad now. You mad because you invested $500 along with 10 grand extra and you ain't got nothing in return. That's your fault. That's why you leaving mad. That's why you want to burn down the place. That's why you want to sue. That's why you want to do all this crazy stuff, because you were ass out. You put more in than you got in return. That's the reason. I don't need, and you got to get this closure stuff. I think you don't need no closure with no family. You didn't ask to come into the world with these people. So what you need closure for? Just get rid of them and say, you know what? And if you have to do closure, then write a letter to them. Go outside, go into the woods, find a tree, get yourself a little spoon or a shovel. Okay, build a little hole in there. Excuse me, not build. Dig a hole, read the letter out loud, burn it, ashes to ashes, bury it, put a little daisy on it, and walk away from the grave. Boom, closure. There you go, closure. And for those of you who want closure so bad, you don't need the other person to get closure. You can get closure by your damn self. Excuse me, by your blessed self. You can get closure by your blessed self. You don't need other people to get closure. What's wrong with you? Because what you really want, ladies and gentlemen, you don't want closure. You want that person to apologize and admit that they were wrong. That's what you want. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for them to apologize for hurting you and say that it was wrong. And guess what? If you get someone to say that, how do you know they're not going to do it again? If all they know that all they can do is get one over on you by apologizing and say they was wrong, and they do it again, and then they apologize and say they was wrong, and they do it again, and wash, rinse, repeat. That's called a dysfunctional relationship. That's what that is. So that's your ego that needs them to apologize. Remove your ego, do your own closure ceremony, and then move on with your life. Go get therapy. Go get baptized or whatever. You Christians, I don't know what you got to do, but you're going to have to move on and just keep it going. That's all I got to say. All right. I'm going to go to the gym today. So I'm going to read a couple of you guys' messages, and then we're going to keep it moving, baby. Hey, Joe. Only mad if they didn't pay out the 10 grand. Oh, that's right, Joe. You going to get your, listen, they going to pay you the 10 grand because they know they didn't want you back in that casino. Okay. India, thank you so much for the $5. Love the message. Thank you, Tree. Well, you're welcome, India. To care and really be legitimately sorry is usually a fantasy. Facts. Plus, they wouldn't have done it in the first place if they really believed it was wrong. Facts. I have never cheated on any of my past relationships. And guess what? If I did cheat, I cheated on purpose. And why would I be sorry? But I didn't. I can say with a clear conscience, I've never cheated on any of my exes. I just haven't. I don't play that. Okay, thank you, Joe. Joe said 3 hours and 20 minutes. There you go. Listen, I'm gonna make sure we don't get on 3:30. That's what I'm saying. So I'm just saying, like, if I do something, apparently I'm not sorry because I knew it was gonna hurt you. So what am I sorry for? I'm sorry I got caught? Imagine somebody stealing from you and saying, I'm sorry. What you sorry for? You meant to do it. You did it. You didn't say, oops, I accidentally stole all that money from you. So therefore you're sorry. That it's just words you're going to want to hear. That means nothing. I think these pick-me's don't have goals. I always had them, so I really couldn't ever relate to these women. Me neither, Aya. I can't. And as a lioness, that's why it kind of like, frustrates me, but I understand, saying that some women will eventually grow into lioness. They have to go through their trials and tribulations. They have to go through their growing, especially if they're young. Okay. When you're young, you're just growing into who you are. You're just growing into your space. And so, yeah, you're just figuring out yourself and you're making your own foundation. So that's that. But I can't relate, and I got to understand. And the one thing I'm working on, okay, I'm working on the fact that when these women are very young, they're going to make stupid mistakes. And even if they make several stupid mistakes, I'm working on being more patient. But once these heifers reach 28, 29, my patience is gone. Okay, so that's my flaw. All right, because everybody didn't have my upbringing. And so some women are learning the hard way and some women are not learning at all because that's not what they're interested in. Thanks for repeating the rest of my comment out loud. I was limited by character accounts. Oh, you mean finish and not repeat it. Okay. So there's that. Now they give you free buffet tickets that you spent 10 grand on. Casinos are huge. Darnell, are you high? I'm gonna say something, Darnell. Everything you said today is stupid. I don't know if you bumped your head or you have a crack pipe in your hand right now. Which one is it? I'll think about the reasons I was the way I was because I did suffer from low self-esteem for a very long time and encountered a lot of this crap before I learned. But yeah, we all went through low self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, the pipe. Yeah, he got to be on the pipe. Everything he said today is dumb. Right. We hope they grow out of it, but some never do. And those are the ones who don't, is the ones who can't eat with us. That's why we need you out here, Tree, for the young ones. I'm here for the young ones. I'm learning to become very patient with the women only, okay? Not men like Darnell, who need to stop licking windows and put on his helmet and take his medication after he put down the pipe. So I am, because it's so many women out here like not learning how to they're just here being the nicey girls, and I'm trying to show them like being nice is just never going to work out. It's just never going to work out. It just don't. I've never seen it work out. I want somebody to prove me wrong. Like, show me how being a nice girl works out for you. Please, because so far I'm not seeing no evidence for that. I'm seeing the opposite. So there's that. All right. Okay, guys. I'm about to, what's up, Lisa? I'm about to go. Love the conversation. And I will, tomorrow, we're going to finish the whatever podcast. We're going to finish the whatever podcast because we didn't even finish that stuff, okay? So we're going to have that tomorrow, and we'll see if I get in front of the camera or not. We'll see. I don't know. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Later, taters.